Have you ever wondered if what you eat could be secretly raising your blood sugar? In today's video, we're diving into some common foods that might be sabotaging your health, even if they seem healthy at first glance. Uncle Wu's story will show you how easy it is to overlook certain dietary traps, and we'll also explore why rice has become the center of controversy in the fight against diabetes. Plus, we'll share the key differences in how the Japanese control their blood sugar better, and give you practical tips on what to eat and how to balance your meals for optimal health. Stick around until the end because we're revealing the habits and foods that will help you maintain stable blood sugar levels, keep your energy high, and ultimately live a healthier life. This information could make a significant difference in your everyday choices and well-being. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Doctor, many people don't listen to advice and eat this every day. Uncle Wu, at the age of 65, has been battling diabetes for many years, a condition that has required him to constantly monitor his health and make careful decisions about his diet and medication. For years, he has relied on medication to help regulate his blood sugar levels. However, despite his best efforts, his blood sugar remains unstable, often swinging between high and low, which has left him feeling frustrated and disheartened. Living a disciplined life, Uncle Wu is careful about what he eats. He rarely indulges in sweets, and when hunger strikes between meals, he turns to freeze-dried vegetables as a way to satisfy his cravings without breaking his self-imposed dietary rules. He constantly tells himself that these freeze-dried vegetables are a healthy alternative, a choice that aligns with his desire to keep his blood sugar in check. But one fateful day, things took a turn. A friend stopped by for a visit, and as they chatted and laughed, Uncle Wu found himself mindlessly snacking on a variety of treats. The time slipped away unnoticed, and by the end of the visit, he had consumed far more than he intended. The next morning, after drinking his usual bowl of millet porridge, Uncle Wu suddenly felt dizzy and lightheaded, and then collapsed. He fainted and fell to the floor. His family, alarmed and panicked, quickly rushed him to the hospital. After a series of tests, the doctors diagnosed him with ketoacidosis, a potentially life-threatening condition often linked to uncontrolled diabetes. Upon reviewing Uncle Wu's medical history, the doctor was able to connect the dots. The combination of overeating snacks and neglecting to take his prescribed medication had directly led to this crisis. Uncle Wu, filled with regret, realized that even foods considered to be healthy, when consumed in large quantities, could have detrimental effects on his health. At that moment, he came to understand the crucial importance of maintaining a regular medication schedule and adhering to a balanced diet to better manage his blood sugar. Uncle Wu's experience is a stark reminder to many of us that in the journey of managing blood sugar, there are critical elements we often overlook. For example, a common misconception is that simply avoiding sugary foods is sufficient to keep blood sugar levels under control. Many people fail to recognize the hidden risks of consuming foods that may seem innocuous at first glance, but which can cause a rise in blood sugar. One such food is rice, which has been the subject of heated debates in recent years. Some have gone so far as to label rice as junk food and a primary culprit in the development of diabetes. So, is this claim accurate? Should we avoid rice altogether, or is it safe to include it in our diet? 1. Eating too much staple food will lead to faster death. Is rice the worst staple food? Eating too much staple food can lead to negative health effects and even a shortened lifespan. But is rice truly the worst of all staple foods? There was an article titled, "White Rice is the King of Junk Food," that went viral on the internet, making bold claims about the detrimental effects of white rice. According to the article, white rice is essentially devoid of nutrients, packed only with starch and sugar, and lacks protein or vitamins, which makes it the worst choice among all staple foods. But how much truth is there to these claims? Should we eliminate white rice from our diets? The central reason behind the claim that white rice is harmful lies in two main factors. First, white rice has a high glycemic index, GI. The GI of white rice exceeds 80, which places it among high glycemic foods such as mashed potatoes and sticky rice. For individuals with high blood sugar levels or diabetes, eating large quantities of white rice can be problematic because it can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. Second, White rice is nutritionally simplistic. After undergoing thorough processing, much of the rice's outer layers, which contain nutrients, are removed, leaving mostly starch. As a result, white rice becomes quite low in essential nutrients compared to its unprocessed or whole grain counterparts. While these points do have some basis, it doesn't necessarily mean that white rice is the worst food you can consume. White rice may not be a nutritional powerhouse, but it does provide the body with an important energy source. It contains a significant amount of starch, some protein, and a small amount of vitamins and minerals. When consumed, the starch in white rice is broken down into glucose, which is the primary energy source for the brain. Without adequate glucose, the brain may experience symptoms like irritability, dizziness, and memory issues. This is why white rice should not be entirely excluded from the diet. Dr. Bien Wawi, chief physician at the Clinical Nutrition Department of the 3rd Hospital of Sun Yat-sen University, emphasizes the importance of staple foods for individuals with diabetes. They must consume a balanced amount of staple foods to avoid the risks of hypoglycemia, ketoacidosis, and other dangerous health conditions. However, it is important to note that moderation is key. Dr. Bien suggests cooking rice with whole grains like brown rice or incorporating other nutritious grains, such as oats or quinoa, to improve the nutritional profile of the meal. It is also recommended to aim for about 70% fullness at each meal and avoid making the rice too soft. Slow chewing helps in better digestion and a slower absorption of carbohydrates, which can be beneficial in managing blood sugar levels. Despite rice being a staple food in many diets, it has been the subject of controversy in recent years. Some people believe that consuming rice causes blood sugar spikes and contributes to obesity, with some even opting to eliminate it from their diet in the pursuit of better health. But are these concerns truly justified, or is rice being unfairly maligned? The main issue with rice arises from its high glycemic index, which results in a quick increase in blood sugar after consumption. For diabetics, this can be a concern, but does it mean that eating rice directly leads to diabetes? A meta-analysis published in 2022 found that consuming up to 300 grams of rice daily is generally safe for most individuals. However, eating an additional 158 grams per day could increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes by 13%. While these findings are significant, they don't necessarily apply to everyone, particularly in the case of the Chinese population. In traditional Chinese meals, rice is often paired with vegetables, meat, or seafood, which helps slow down the absorption of glucose into the bloodstream, mitigating the effects of the rice's high glycemic index. Therefore, it's not entirely accurate to say that rice directly causes diabetes. Long-term avoidance of rice may lead to metabolic disorders and could even negatively impact brain function. Glucose from rice serves as the primary energy source for the body, and a lack of it over time can lead to cognitive decline and sluggish mental responses. To reap the benefits of rice without experiencing negative health consequences, it's important to consume it in a balanced and mindful way. Pairing white rice with whole grains like brown rice, oats, or sweet potatoes can boost its nutritional value. Additionally, avoid cooking the rice too soft to prevent sharp spikes in blood sugar levels. Eating slowly, chewing well, and stopping when feeling about 70% full will also help manage blood sugar and prevent overeating. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 2. Why do Japanese people, who also love rice, control their blood sugar better than the Chinese? Why do Japanese people, who also love rice, have better control over their blood sugar levels compared to the Chinese? According to the International Diabetes Federation, the number of diabetes cases in China reached a staggering 141 million by 2021, with a prevalence rate of 12.8%. This means that approximately 1 in every 8 Chinese individuals is living with diabetes, a truly alarming statistic. In contrast, Japan, where rice is just as integral to their diet, experiences relatively lower rates of diabetes and obesity. This discrepancy raises a significant question. Why do the Japanese appear to manage their blood sugar levels better despite sharing a staple food like rice? What factors in their dietary habits may contribute to this difference? Here are 4 key distinctions in the dietary practices of the Japanese and Chinese that may help explain why the Japanese excel in blood sugar management. 1. Cold rice versus hot rice. Chinese people typically consume rice while it's still hot and freshly cooked. When rice is hot, it breaks down more quickly into glucose, leading to a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. Conversely, the Japanese often consume rice after it has cooled down, such as in rice balls, onigiri, or sushi. Cold rice contains more resistant starch, a type of starch that is less easily broken down by the body. This slower digestion means that the rice causes a more gradual increase in blood sugar, helping to maintain better control over glucose levels. 2. Portion sizes. More versus less. In China, rice tends to be the central focus of a meal, with many individuals consuming 2 large bowls of rice in one sitting. This high intake of carbohydrates, especially in large portions, can contribute to excessive glucose in the bloodstream. In contrast, Japanese meals tend to treat rice as a side dish rather than the main focus. The portion sizes are typically smaller, and rice is often paired with a variety of foods rich in protein and fiber, such as fish, tofu, and vegetables. These foods help stabilize blood sugar by slowing the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, preventing rapid fluctuations in blood sugar levels. 3. Cooking methods, light and low oil versus heavy oil and salt. Chinese cuisine often involves cooking techniques such as frying, stir-frying, and using generous amounts of oil and seasonings, which not only enhance the flavor but also increase calorie intake, especially when combined with larger portions of rice. These heavy cooking methods can contribute to higher fat and sodium content in meals. Japanese cuisine, on the other hand, tends to rely on lighter cooking methods such as steaming, boiling, and raw preparations, like sushi. These methods use less oil and salt, which results in meals that are generally lower in calories, healthier, and better for blood sugar management. 4. Vinegar versus no vinegar. Another distinguishing factor is the use of vinegar in Japanese meals. The Japanese frequently dip their rice in vinegar or incorporate it into dishes like sushi, where rice is mixed with vinegar before being served. The acetic acid in vinegar has been shown to inhibit the activity of amylase, an enzyme responsible for breaking down starch into glucose. By slowing the digestion of rice and reducing the speed at which glucose is released into the bloodstream, vinegar helps mitigate the rise in blood sugar levels after meals. Summary. The reason Japanese people tend to have better blood sugar control is not that they avoid rice altogether, but rather because their overall diet is more balanced and thoughtfully prepared. Their cooking methods are healthier, focusing on lighter, less processed techniques, and they consistently combine rice with protein, fiber, and healthy fats, which helps prevent sharp spikes in blood sugar. The habit of using vinegar also plays a key role in slowing the absorption of glucose from rice. What can we learn from Japanese dietary habits? The Japanese approach to eating, emphasizing smaller portions, balanced meals, healthier cooking methods, and thoughtful ingredient combinations, offers valuable lessons for managing blood sugar levels. By adopting similar practices, individuals may be able to maintain healthier blood sugar levels and improve their overall well-being. 3. These foods are stealthily raising your blood sugar. Limit these. When it comes to managing blood sugar levels, especially for those with diabetes, there is a common misconception that simply choosing low GI, glycemic index, foods is enough to keep blood sugar levels in check. While it's true that foods with a lower glycemic index tend to have a more gradual effect on blood sugar levels and provide longer-lasting satiety, relying solely on the GI of foods as a comprehensive strategy for blood sugar control is a narrow approach. It's important to understand that the glycemic index primarily measures the speed at which blood sugar rises after consuming carbohydrates, but this doesn't mean that low GI foods are free for unlimited consumption. Low GI does not equal eat as much as you want. For instance, while the glycemic index of sugar is relatively low at 23, refined sugar can still have a significant impact on blood sugar levels, especially when consumed in excess. This excess intake can put a strain on the liver and negatively affect insulin regulation, making it a poor choice for individuals managing diabetes. The GI of foods is not fixed. It can change based on various factors such as cooking methods and food processing. To illustrate this, consider corn. The GI of whole corn is 55, but when it's ground into cornmeal, the GI rises to 68. Even popcorn, made from corn, has a much higher GI of 79, which means it can cause a quicker spike in blood sugar compared to raw corn. In addition to the obvious high-sugar foods, several seemingly healthy foods can stealthily raise your blood sugar. These foods, while often marketed as nutritious, can contain hidden sugars or additives that cause blood sugar levels to spike more than anticipated. Let's take a look at some of these potential blood sugar traps. 1. Flavored breakfast milk. A hidden sugar overload. Flavored breakfast glasses of milk, such as walnut milk, oat milk, and peanut milk, are often marketed as being nutritious or healthful choices, but they are not all they seem. While these products may sound healthy, many of them are processed versions of milk, not the real thing. The reason these drinks raise blood sugar quickly is due to the large amounts of added sugar used by manufacturers to improve taste. Furthermore, the processing of these beverages removes some of the natural protein and fats found in milk, which results in less satiety and an increased likelihood of blood sugar fluctuations. Health advice: opt for unsweetened, pure cow's milk, or consider making your breakfast with nuts and oats. This will help you avoid unnecessary hidden sugars and keep your blood sugar levels more stable. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 2. Freeze-dried vegetables. A healthy snack or a blood sugar trap? Freeze-dried vegetables might seem like a convenient, healthy snack option, and many people even use them as substitutes for fresh vegetables. However, freeze-drying results in a significant loss of nutrients. Furthermore, manufacturers often add sugar, salt, and vegetable oils to enhance flavor and create a crisp texture. These additions can increase the glycemic index, GI, of the product, causing it to raise blood sugar levels more quickly than fresh vegetables. Health advice: to avoid unnecessary additives and retain the full nutritional value, it's better to stick to fresh, whole vegetables rather than freeze-dried ones. 3. Dragon fruit. A surprisingly high sugar fruit. While dragon fruit may not seem very sweet when compared to other fruits, it contains about 14% sugar, which is higher than watermelon. This sugar content makes it a fruit that can raise blood sugar levels more easily. The reason for this is that dragon fruit has a high concentration of fructose, which the body absorbs quickly. Red flesh dragon fruit has an even higher sugar content than white flesh dragon fruit, so it's especially important to be cautious when consuming this fruit. Health advice: for diabetic patients, it's best to enjoy dragon fruit in moderation and avoid consuming large amounts at once. Pairing it with protein or nuts can help slow the rise in blood sugar and provide better overall control. 4. Soda crackers. Even the salty ones can raise blood sugar. Many people consider soda crackers to be a healthy snack, especially the salted variety because they don't seem to contain sugar. However, soda crackers have a glycemic index, GI, of 72, which is considered high and can cause a rapid increase in blood sugar levels. So why are they so often misunderstood? Because they are salty, people tend to think they don't contain any sugar, but in reality, their main ingredient is refined flour. Once consumed, the starch in the flour breaks down quickly into glucose, leading to a spike in blood sugar. Health advice: for a healthier snack, try choosing nuts, unsweetened yogurt, or whole grain crackers. These options are more likely to support stable blood sugar levels and provide sustained energy. Key considerations for blood sugar control. When selecting foods, diabetic patients should take a holistic approach that goes beyond just the glycemic index. Here are some additional factors to consider. The degree of food processing. The more processed a food is, the faster it is likely to raise blood sugar. Refined and highly processed foods typically result in quicker spikes in glucose levels. Fiber content. Foods high in fiber are generally better for stabilizing blood sugar. Fiber helps slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, leading to more gradual increases in blood sugar levels. Nutritional pairing. Pairing carbohydrates with protein and healthy fats can help slow the absorption of sugar and prevent drastic blood sugar fluctuations. A balanced meal or snack is key for maintaining consistent energy levels throughout the day. 4. How to effectively control blood sugar. These habits must be developed. Achieving true blood sugar stability requires more than just a one-off solution. It's about adopting a holistic approach that integrates various lifestyle factors. This includes making mindful choices in diet, staying active through regular exercise, diligently monitoring your blood sugar levels, and managing medication properly. Only by embracing this comprehensive method can you achieve lasting control over your blood sugar. 1. Control your diet. Optimize your staple foods. To regulate blood sugar effectively, start by focusing on the foods that form the foundation of your diet. Opt for low glycemic index, GI staples, such as whole grains like brown rice and oats, and root vegetables like sweet potatoes, as they help prevent rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. Cut down on refined sugars and overly processed foods, which can lead to erratic blood sugar fluctuations. Instead, increase your intake of high-protein foods, such as eggs, lean fish, tofu, and nuts. These proteins slow down the absorption of sugars into your bloodstream, ensuring a more gradual rise in blood sugar levels. Additionally, prioritize fiber-rich vegetables like leafy greens, okra, and broccoli. The fiber in these foods slows digestion and helps manage blood sugar spikes. It's also crucial to limit processed meats, which are often high in unhealthy fats and sodium, both of which can contribute to insulin resistance. Avoid high-sugar, high-salt foods, and be cautious with your beverage choices. Steer clear of sugary drinks and opt for plain water or unsweetened herbal teas, which help keep your hydration in check without affecting blood sugar. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 2. Regular exercise to improve blood sugar utilization. Exercise plays a pivotal role in controlling blood sugar by enhancing the body's ability to process and utilize glucose. Strive to engage in at least 30 minutes of aerobic exercise each day. Activities like brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or yoga can stimulate your muscles to use glucose more effectively, which helps keep your blood sugar levels within a healthy range. Aerobic exercise also supports cardiovascular health, which is especially important for individuals managing blood sugar levels. Incorporating strength training into your routine can further improve blood sugar control. Exercises like weightlifting or bodyweight exercises, squats, lunges, push-ups, increase muscle mass, which helps your body utilize glucose more efficiently. As you build more muscle, your body becomes better at storing and using glucose, which in turn aids in stabilizing blood sugar over time. 3. Proper medication and consistent blood sugar monitoring. While lifestyle changes are essential for blood sugar control, medication can be necessary for many people with diabetes or prediabetes. It's important to follow your healthcare provider's recommendations regarding medication precisely. Avoid adjusting your dosages without consulting a doctor, as this can cause dangerous fluctuations in your blood sugar levels. Regular blood sugar monitoring is equally crucial. By tracking your levels throughout the day, you can gain valuable insights into how different foods, physical activities, and lifestyle habits impact your blood sugar. This information allows you to make informed decisions about what works best for your body. Monitoring your blood sugar consistently will also help you identify patterns and recognize any adjustments you need to make to your routine to maintain stable blood sugar levels. Long-term habits for sustainable blood sugar control. Managing blood sugar is not about quick fixes, but rather the accumulation of healthy, consistent habits over time. It's important to remember that controlling blood sugar is a long-term commitment that involves continuous effort. The foundation of blood sugar stability lies in making smart dietary choices, incorporating regular exercise, and adhering to any prescribed medication regimen. While medication is an essential tool for many, a lifestyle centered around balanced eating, physical activity, and regular monitoring is far more effective in the long run. Consistency is key, and with time, your commitment to these habits will lead to better blood sugar control and overall health. Thank you for watching today's video. We've covered some important insights on how certain foods can impact your blood sugar levels, the potential traps that might be sabotaging your health, and how simple changes in your diet and habits can make a huge difference. What have you learned so far from Uncle Wu's experience and the dietary tips we've shared today? What's one thing you're going to bring into practice in your own life to better manage your blood sugar levels? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We love hearing from you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more helpful content on living a healthier life. Stay tuned for our next video and take care of your health.